All right, welcome back to Cloninger's Garage. A while back, I decided I wanted to get into some PRS competition. I wanted and kind of needed to keep it on a budget, so I thought I would go ahead and start with the production class. So I needed a rifle that came from the factory, pretty much ready to go. This Aero Solus with the Bravo chassis that it comes with does a great job. It's a good budget option to get started in PRS. I've really enjoyed shooting it. It's a great shooting rifle. This is a 6.5 Creedmoor, a good economical cartridge to get started with. You can find ammo everywhere. I do reload, obviously, but you can also buy the match ammunition, several different kinds, several different brands, easy to find on the lower cost spectrum of ammunition as well. This is a Sendero barrel, 22.5 inches. The bolt is very nice, very smooth. Aero did a very good job, in my opinion, for the price point. Very nice rifle. This trigger is dialed down to about 2 pounds. May be able to go a little bit lower, but let's just feel it. Very nice, very crisp. I like it where it is. It's about 2 pounds. I don't know if it can go lower. Maybe it can, maybe it can't. I like it where it is. I'll leave it there. This Bravo stock does have a good adjustable cheek riser. I do have it pretty low. I have the scope mounted fairly low, probably lower than I should. But I originally had a different scope on this before this one. So I'm going with what I have without trying to replace a whole bunch, trying to stay on a little bit of a budget. It does come with length of pull spacers that you can adjust here. I just have one. I like a little bit shorter length of pull. Does have a good recoil pad, even though it is a 6.5, so it's not a hard kicking cartridge to begin with. Does have a heavy barrel. As it sits, it's right at 13 pounds. I do have a Magpull bipod. It seems to do a great job just for me. I know there are probably better options out there. It does a good job. It's a good economical way to start if you're trying to get into PRS. This scope that's on here is a Vortex Venom 5x25. You can dial for windage. I do not. You can also dial for elevation, which most people do. It also has a parallax control. Nice, easy movement. Very large 34 millimeter tube. Good sight picture. I really like the way it looks. This is a lower cost budget option that can help you get into PRS shooting or long range shooting for that matter. It doesn't have to be PRS, whatever it may be. This was a good option. This one was actually lower cost than the previous one that I had on here, and I'll show you that one right now. So this scope is the smaller brother or younger brother, little brother, whatever you want to call it, of the other one. This is another Vortex Venom. This is a 3x15. Dials for elevation, capped windage turret. Like I said, I hold for wind, so that doesn't matter. Does have a little bit smaller objective. Still has a 34 millimeter tube. This is the scope that I had on my Aero Solus for the first PRS match I shot. Then I purchased this rifle, which you've seen in a couple of other videos. This is Tikka T3X. And I wanted this same scope on this rifle. And when I went to purchase this one from Optics Planet, the bigger brother was actually on sale cheaper than this one. So I ended up with the bigger brother, moved the smaller one to the Tikka T3X, and now the Aero Solus has the 5x25. Put this back away. This does come with the integrated Picatinny rail, These are Vortex rings. This is a very good budget startup, especially if you want to stay in the production class at PRS, which you can actually get quite a bit for the dollar amounts that they allow you with this. This is well under, both the scope and the rifle are well under their maximums that you can purchase to still stay in that production class. When I first purchased this rifle, okay, it had a Gamma G6, which I believe is owned by Aero Precision as well. It was a 2-chamber brake, really basic. It actually did a pretty good job for what it was. I wanted a little bit more recoil management. This is the little bastard. It has 4 chambers. It also has holes on the top that you can adjust to compensate for muzzle rise. This is an excellent brake. It does a whole lot better than the muzzle brake that was on there before. It is loud, but it does an excellent job. Here's my Aero Solus. As it is, it weighs right at 13 pounds. I'm looking to add some weight to it. I want to get close to in the neighborhood of 20 pounds. I would also like to have a little bit more room to place a bag between the mag well and the fore-end. So I'm going to look at upgrading that. I also want an Arca rail, which I may want to upgrade some things in the future. Go ahead and get it taken care of. I'm going to look at purchasing a KRG weight kit and fore-end and different weights to try to raise the weight of this chassis as it is and get a little bit heavier rifle, a little bit more stable shooting platform. Hopefully it'll help me out in PRS. I'll go get what I have, show you what I have, and then we'll be back. After it's all put together, we'll hit the range, shoot it a little bit for you. Thank you for coming, and on to what I purchased from KRG. Well, here I am back with everything I've purchased from KRG to upgrade my Bravo chassis. I've got the enclosed fore-end. It's a little bit longer, a little bit more purchase for bags or whatever else I want to put underneath here. I also got the enclosed fore-end T-slot weight to add weight to the fore-end. For more weight, I also got the Arca spacer, XL heavy version. I actually got the actual Arca rail itself, the XL heavy version. To balance out the rear with the front, I purchased grip weight that goes in the grip. I also got the Bravo rear weight set. I've got a length of pull spacer that is weighted. I'll take out the plastic one and put this in to help balance it if need be. And I haven't needed it yet, but I got a 2-round quiver. I have 10-round magazines. I haven't needed the extra rounds yet, but maybe one day I'll run into a stage that has 12 rounds or needs 12 rounds, and I'll have those extra 2 rounds there on top of my 10-round Magpul AICS magazines. Let me get all this put together and we'll get back to you. Here we are with the finished product. After I put everything together, I did end up adding all of the weights to the fore-end and the fore-end enclosed fore-end that KRG has for their Bravo chassis. I did add the weight to the handle here, to the grip. I did not add the stock weights that go inside the stock or the weighted spacer at the end because it didn't balance correctly. So if you'll see now, it balances pretty good right there in front of the mag well. Should do a pretty good job balancing on the barricades and different props that have to shoot from in PRS. I'll take this out. We'll roll in some footage of the PRS match and see how we do. Impact. Impact.
Jacob's our next shooter. Hung is on deck. Sid, you're in the hole.
Impact.
Clint, you want me to work? I can't. I'm on my sitting toes. Okay. Yeah.
Impact.
Doing my bestest.
Impact. Back. Back. Yeah, pretty soon you'll start staying at home more. Back. 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 Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because this one, whatever it was.
Impact! You want gas? AOM. There. 338 one. Pretty quiet. Yeah. I mean, they're quiet with the 762, but. Impact! Where's the main rides? Yep. Impact!
Hey, Jimmy, how many hits did I get? Like 3 or 4?
Impact! Yeah, I was laying up. Impact! Impact! I was the alpha on that mile per hour. Friday. Well, it might have been last Friday.
I was thinking it was maybe like
Yeah, it
6.
was, because there were boats. Impact. Impact. Get somebody in last. Impact. Right there in that corner, it's not bad. Impact. Impact. No problem. Impact.
That is a mental math.
Impact.
Yeah. How far off was I? Which is like but you said 0.5, I was like, that didn't make sense because you got like 2.5 sets of spin direct
Impact.
plus spin. So you probably a bit. If it's a 5 mile an hour, your 5 mile an hour is probably about a mil. I think.
I would say impact.
850. 650. 850.
Well, that wasn't Oklahoma, but completely terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Impact. Yeah. Impact. Impact.
I think about 100 rounds is currently.
Impact.
Thank you for stopping by Cloninger's Garage today. I hope you enjoyed the video, the review of the Aero Solus and my initial PRS rifle setup. It shoots pretty good. I am going to be looking at building a new PRS rifle in the future. Come back to see it. Like, subscribe, share. Have a great day, and God bless the USA.